party people, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Chauvet Follow Spot 75ST and how it can be integrated in a lighted truss pillar and a traditional light stand. Alright, so first of all we're going to be looking at the traditional light stand. We're going to open this up to create a perfect spot to mount our light. Now we're going to go ahead into the case here and we'll open up and assemble our follow spot 75ST. 75 stands for the wattage. We've got 75 watts of light that we're going to be sending out. So we've got these two bolts here that are just, when this is living inside the case, they're going to live attached to the yoke. And we're going to want to take those out because right now we're going to want to affix this coupler to the bottom of the light. This is going to allow us to mount this light to our traditional stand, which is behind me. Our lighting stand, just a little bit wider and also goes up a little bit taller than our speaker stand. So it's a little bit more cumbersome, but it gives you much more range to be able to focus your light. I'm gonna set this back down in the case because I forgot to raise up this coupler, which, like your speakers, your QSC speakers, you're gonna need for whenever you mount this on top. Very simple, it just slides right on and you can tighten it down using this bolt right here. All right, so we're mounted, we're looking good. Now let's go ahead and power it up. We'll go ahead and grab one of our longer IEC cables. There is an extra small short IEC cable inside of the case, just in case of emergency, that you could couple with a 25-foot extension if need be, but we're pretty close to our power source right now, so I believe that this 20-foot IEC should do the trick. Powered up, and we will run it down the side. Again, we'll try and run neatly around the room and into our outlet. For the sake of the video, we're not gonna tape that up against the wall, but we will go ahead and bungee ball this to our stand so we can create that wonderful ninja effect. Now, just a friendly reminder, once again, you're not going to want to clean your cables up until you test the actual cable itself. So I did go one step out of turn. Theoretically, technically, I should have turned the fixture on first to make sure that that power cable works. I got lucky this time. After I cleaned it up, it is working just fine. So, a couple things you can do with this light fixture. You can use it as a follow spotlight. So if you're at a performance event, you can spotlight an individual out on stage. That's probably the simplest way that it can be used. Now, we also can insert a custom GOBO into the top up here. That will be done for you back at the warehouse. So it should be nothing that you have to worry about on site, but that's where that can go up here. There is the custom GOBO. And then what also can happen is this can be DMX'd to be controlled. So if you are in a follow spot situation and you want to be able to dim your lights, to raise them up, or to change the colors, which you can do by hand back here, because there is a gel wheel. If you want to be able to do that from a light controller, you can also DMX right here. So just a lot of fun stuff you can do here. But more often than not, we're going to be using this with our custom GOBO. So it's important to know that there also is a zoom and focus dials right here on the side. So depending on how far away your wall, the surface that you're projecting against, whether it be a wall or a dance floor or a ceiling, You're going to want to be able to dial in your GOBO with your focal length and your zoom dial here. So just know these knobs twist lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So just go ahead and open them up a little bit, move them to where you need it to be, and keep an eye on your GOBO. And whenever it gets as focused as possible, as sharp as it can be, just lock them down, and then you can walk away and feel good that everything looks great. That's it. This Chauvet Follow Spot 75 ST on the traditional light stand. We're now going to go ahead and move over to our truss pillar. Now, why would you do this, you ask? I'll tell you, it's really just about aesthetics. So a lot of clients, a lot of couples, they're not going to want to have something like this stand just sort of sitting in the middle of their dance floor, sitting around their dinner tables. Sometimes even behind the DJ, they would rather something clean, something elegant, something pretty like this truss pillar be there to mount this to. So a lot of times you'll see this if we can hide it behind a curtain or something like that, or maybe tuck it away in the corner. But if that's not an option because of where you're projecting your custom monogram, we will bring this out. And this will be something that is just a little bit more elegant if it has to stand in the middle of the room. So let's go ahead. I'm going to power this down for the moment just to distract a little less. And we're going to mount this next Chauvet Follow Spot 75 ST to our lighted truss pillar. So first major difference here, you're not going to need to worry about these bolts. You're not going to need to attach that stand adapter. We're actually going to be using a clamp for this because we're going to be attaching to right here on the top of our truss pillar. That clamp is going to be in your tool bag that's sent with you on this event. And again, I'm going to go ahead and set this down. I found that right there is the best place to do all of your mounting ahead of time. We're going to put this on to the fixture. Oops. That just ran away on me. You know what, I'm actually going to take this off too. It's like the second nut that's on here. I'll be honest, I feel like that's a little overkill. So just going to go washer and wing nut. All right, so we're gonna be mounting this sideways. So again, back at the warehouse, we'll be taking care of you and knowing that you're gonna be mounting this sideways. With this custom GOBO, we're going to insert it in a way that is twisted so that when you're projecting it sideways, it'll actually be projecting upright. So again, we'll just turn it, what would that be? 45 degrees. All right, here we go. Go ahead, loosen our clamp. Far enough, but not too far. This is a pretty wide piece of aluminum that we're going to be attaching to. We'll just move this truss sock down just a little bit. I want to go right on top of that aluminum post. There's kind of like a little rib right here that it just kind of naturally sits down on. Very nice. There you go. Make sure it's tight. Try and make sure this wing nut is tight as well. Bring your truss sock up again, kind of clean her up. And then go ahead and grab another IEC. The beautiful thing about this is that your Q12, Slim Par Q12 par can that's at the base of this fixture has daisy chain power abilities. So what you can do with this light is you can just run your 15-foot IEC cable down the length of the truss pillar, and then we'll just go ahead and plug in to our par can. We want to clean up as best we can down here. Wiggle this a little bit so that we can see the back of the fixture. And right here is where you're going to be plugging in to daisy chain power to your follow spot. And if it doesn't turn right on, don't worry about it. There is a power switch on the actual light fixture. If you can remember to turn it off the next time, whenever you're done using it, that'd be fantastic. But here it is. It's up, it's shining. It's kind of blinding your lens right now. But there you go. It's a very clean option. A little bit more of an aesthetically pleasing option than this traditional light stand if you are projecting, especially a custom monogram at a more formal event. So there you have it, folks. 2 ways of mounting the Chauvet Follow Spot 75 ST. We hope you've learned a lot, and we hope you're able to execute this at many events to come. Thank you.